Percent of change. Okay, so this is using percents, and what I need to do here is find out, oftentimes we use percents to say something went up by a certain percent or something is a certain percentage off. It's very, very commonly used. So we need to be able to figure out how to do that. And so one way to do that is using a proportion. Now there's actually a different way to do this. Now I have this proportion set up. Basically, percent of change, you take the new, whatever it got changed to, subtract what it was, new minus old, or you might say new minus original. Okay, so whatever it changed to minus whatever it was divided by whatever it was. New minus old divided by old. Now, you could just stop there and then multiply times 100. Oftentimes we see it that way, so I want to show that to you. You might see new minus old or new minus original divided by original times 100. Okay? But since we're concentrating on proportions here, I have it set up like a proportion. I just want to know if you see that. That's another way to do it. New minus old divided by old, and then just multiply it times 100. And remember how you multiply by 100? Okay, if I had this times 100, what would I do? I just move that decimal place over 2 spaces. Got 2 zeros here, move it over 2 spaces, that's multiplying by 100. Okay, so that's one way to do it. I have it set up like a proportion here, even though we'll probably just solve it this way. Okay, so let's look at at our first situation here. Price of a shirt went from $12 to $15. What percent did it change? Well, first of all, I can tell, did it go up or did it go down? Because that's going to tell me if it was an increase or a decrease. In this case, this was an increase. Okay, this was an increase. So I went from 12 to 15. Okay, so let's see. So over here, 12 is the old price, 15 is the new price. Let's put those in our setup here. Okay, so I need to go the new price, 15, okay, minus the old price of 12, 15 minus 12, divided by the old price of 12. Okay, so 15 minus 12 divided by 12. Let's go ahead and work that out. Let's do the subtraction first. So 15 minus 12 is going to be 3, and the bottom is going to stay at 12. Okay, so I got 15 over 3. Now I just need to find out what percent is that. I need to change this from a fraction to a percent. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and simplify this first. I notice 3 and 12. I can divide the top and bottom each by 3. All right, I can divide by 3, divide by 3, and now I'm going to have 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I get to 1/4. Now, if you're on top of things, you'll know that 1/4 is the same thing as 25%, right? 1/4 means 0.25, right? A quarter is 25 cents. All right, and so when I do that multiplied times 100, all right, times 100, that means just to move that decimal 2 spaces, so it becomes 25%, and it was an increase. Okay, so a 25% increase was the price change of the shirt. Okay, so on these, again, you're going to have the old, the original, and the new. Set up the math like this. Simplify it down, change it to a decimal, and then multiply by 100. Okay, and remember, change the decimal, you're just dividing, right? I'd go top in, bottom out. Go like that, you divide it out, and you'll get a decimal. I just didn't have to do that here because I know that 1/4 is 0.25. So if it's one you know, you don't have to do the math, but you might have to do the long division here to find out what this number is to multiply times 100 to get your percent. Okay, give the rest of these a shot, and then you'll be done with the percent proportions.